Hi Sagittarius, it's Power and Light Tarot coming at you with a reading today. We have another cool reading for you guys. We do. Let's see what we have, Sagittarius, for you guys. And we're using the love deck. Yeah, that's what it's called. The Rainbow Reviver. Look at that. So there's something you're reviving or revitalizing. Looks like maybe an old dream you had. Maybe it's about somebody in particular. But it is something that you've recognized because this is a number 6 that is kind of a necessary. So here she is, as cute as she is, as cute as you are, Sagittarius, and she's here with her polka dot dress. It's the cutest thing. And she's sitting on the rainbow on a swing, right, with the balloons in her hand, really happy and upbeat. We have commitment. So you probably have a commitment on the way. Yeah, it does look like that. And here is the full moon here, which means about, full moons are about endings, but this doesn't mean a commitment is ending. It doesn't mean that, right? But it means that there can be a revelation or an ending to an old cycle where you were alone. Yeah, like that. And we have the swans, and the swans, they mate for life. Yeah, they do. So, when they say commitment on that card, they mean a real commitment. Yeah, like long term. Hold on one second, you guys. Okay, sorry. So let's get another card. And this looks really beautiful. Maybe somebody wants rebirth with you, right? Reconciliation, things like that. We do have forgiveness here. Yeah, that kind of pulled that out just when before I got up. But, maybe it might not be commitment. I mean, forgiveness where somebody needs forgiveness. You could be forgiving yourself, maybe, for doing something, or for blocking, or for not accepting, or for not knowing. I mean, there's a lot of reasons that we have to forgive ourselves, right? One of them is, I didn't buy a fur coat, right? For myself in the winter, right? Do people buy fur coats? That's a joke, right? Yeah. But you guys know what I mean, right? And let's see what these cards have to say. We have the 4 of Cups, the 4 of Hearts, the Mule. This is a really good card. We're going to look at it in a minute. And the 8 of Clubs. So it's like the 8 of Wands, which is always a great card about progress. But let's look at their version of the 4 of Hearts. The Moonshine Jug. Yeah. And so the 4 of Hearts represents a good social gathering. Yeah, somebody wants to talk to you here about this commitment, about reviving the rainbow, right? Yeah, it looks like that. How cute. And yeah, after a time of waiting, maybe you have waited. You don't revive the rainbow like overnight, but it can be that somebody took a long time to realize that. Because remember, this is a recognition. It's a realizing. That's what that means, right? It does, right? And let's look at I feel like that's the trillium flower. 8 of Clubs. Let's look at the 8 of Clubs. And it's showing up here, the Galax. Okay, there's a couple flowers in this deck. Is a native plant in the hills that is still harvested a lot for its beautiful foliage, so much that on the black market folks are willing to pay up to $1.50 per leaf. Okay, so this was, and this is just talking about how valuable this is, or how somebody feels a commitment with you would be so valuable to their life, or how they value you, right? Yeah, and this also foretells a good meeting. Yeah, look at that with the moonshine jug. Maybe you guys are going to be drinking moonshine, Sagittarius. Do you know what that is? Yeah, it's from the South, right? Yeah, and my grandmother is from Louisiana, so who knows? If she was drinking moonshine. I don't think so. I think she was a little too religious for that. But with my grandfather around, maybe she kind of felt, hey, I really need some of that moonshine, right? Yeah, because I'm sure she did. Even if she didn't drink, I'm sure she kind of thought about that, like, oh God, I could use a drink. Let's see what we have in the reading, Sagittarius. And you have a meeting with somebody here. Yeah, I feel like you do, because we have 2 cards in a row that talk about meeting. 6 of Cups, probably somebody from your past. The Chariot. This is movement. in the crossing energy, here's the King of Swords. There was already a decision made here for some type of movement or overcoming, because he is about movement. That's like his car, right? The Chariot is his car. He's not the Chariot. The car, I feel like the vehicle is the Chariot, right? Yeah. And Three of Wands is reverse. Two of Swords. Boy, I feel like somebody may want forgiveness here. It's possible. Maybe you do. Maybe it's about forgiving, like, since there's a recognition in this reading, it could be like, God, I need to forgive myself for not seeing something for like years later or months. Could be, because the Two of Swords is here. And this is how somebody sees themselves. Yeah, it's kind of like, yeah, it's feeling stuck, but it can be from not seeing something, because she's got her blindfold on, right? Yeah. And, King of Cups, could be a lot of water energy here. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, King of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, King of Swords, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. And in the reading, we have a decision, we have movement that is being made based on this decision here. And we have it with the Seven of Swords. So there's a plan here, but this also sits in the challenge. So somebody could be feeling like they might not have movement with you, possibly. This is a possibility in this reading, right? I always throw out the kind of possibilities here, because these are general readings, that somebody was a sneaky shit here. Yeah, they could have been, right? Sitting in the challenge, this is the influential, the impacting energy, the crossing energy, or in the lowest sense, the challenging energy. So here we have the Seven of Swords. Somebody was probably sneaky here. Maybe that's why forgiveness is a card here, right? Is a thing. And the Three of Wands reversed sits in the past with the Ten of Cups. This is somebody realized that they didn't make their future with you, or maybe they turned their back on you. This can be that somebody here also turned their back on something else. Three of Wands reversed. Because of this recognizing. This is like recognizing what's really important for your life and what may need to go. Could be. Nine of Wands, the wounded warrior. And here he is. And he's got a bandage, Sagittarius. So maybe you punched him out, right? No, just kidding. Yeah, it's possible, right? Just kidding. And here he is, but he's being resilient. This sits in the near future with the Knight of Swords. So there's action that's going to be taken, and it's like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be resilient, even though I've been through some hard chapters here. Yeah. King of Cups is a concern. Could be a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. In a general sense, can simply be love. Somebody could have suffered in this reading, or kind of was challenged, and maybe they were a water sign. Could be. Person could be a water sign. Eight of Wands showing up reversed. Yeah, the concern here, I feel like in this reading, that there was blockages here in the past. Could have been psychological blockages where, we block ourselves from really what we want. But there could have been another relationship or another situation that was blocking. Could have been. Eight of Wands reversed. Too many responsibilities. Could be. And the concern here could be that also, since we have a meeting, and we have two cards that talk about a meeting, Eight of Wands reverse the concern, the communication between you guys, the meeting might not go well. That's a possibility. Four of Swords in the environment, showing up with the Magician. And so this is praying, I can manifest this. It is. Why not pray? Why not feel like, or meditate, right? Whatever suits your fancy. And why not believe in a spirit guide or a guardian angel? Why not? What do you got to lose? Right? If you want to believe it by yourself even, and don't tell anybody you believe in that, that's totally fine. But whatever, because that will support your psyche. That will support your fourth house, your emotional mind. That will definitely support you, knowing that you have support from the universe, right? And here's the Seven of Wands in the potential outcome with the Five of Pentacles. This could have been somebody who was overwhelmed because they felt the lack without you, and I feel like it is. We're going to end this reading, Sagittarius. If you want to get a psychic reading with me, I always check the accuracy, and there they are. And also the tarot readings too, but I do them in many different formats, lots of fun formats. We do them on the phone, we do them over a Zoom call. That is the funnest. We can see each other, and very interactive and engaging. I do past life readings, and those are super powerful to help you feel a little bit more liberated in this life and empowered. Yeah, and you can find out all about that if you send me send me an email on it. And yeah, those really help you in your life, right? To leave behind past life, just to leave behind karma, past, and learn the lesson. Everybody came here to learn a lesson in this world. Everybody, because everybody has a south node in their chart, right? So, and it has to do with becoming your best self, your north node. That's really what it's about. And so, yeah, Mystic Sense is a free 5-minute psychic reading. Thank you so much, you guys, for joining me. It really helps me to keep. If you like, share, and subscribe, it helps me to bring these videos to you.